What is up, guys? This is my first YouTube video. We're gonna make this thing a little bit surrounded about the Valentini puffer, but this is a little introduction to my channel. I do both fresh and saltwater, so if that's content you're looking forward to, you can stay tuned. We'll be doing a whole bunch of that. But just as a little so you get to know me, I do both fish, fresh, saltwater, and this lovely guy, this little crescent gecko. He is a flame, a little bit spots of Dalmatian, not that much, but I both do fresh and salt, lizards, but that is the type of content you will see around here. But as I said, today's topic, we are talking about the Valentini puffer. So I just started this tank up. I started a couple weeks ago, let it cycle a bit. He's gonna be my cycling fish, making sure all the parameters are straight, making sure everything is going up to speed. I am planning on getting a pair of oscillaires pretty soon. I really like the storms, but I'm not sure how prepared I really am for those yet. I don't want to take a $120 loss or anything of the sort, so we're practicing with this guy. But as for nutrition, I do these Formula 2 flakes. I do these, and I do some mysis shrimp, and I am doing my research on what else to use, since I do know that pufferfish need to wear down their beaks, or else it will eventually lead to some, further down the line underlying problems, which we do not want. We want to avoid those as much as possible. But yeah, I'm doing my research, looking into clams. This guy is approximately about, I guess, around 1.5 inches, so I'm not sure what he is ready yet. I had just fed him today. Well, I fed him yesterday. I fed him flakes, he took them right in. Today I fed him mysis, he absolutely wrecked those. So I think I'm gonna continue on the mysis, but let me know if there is any recommendations for stuff to wear down his beak. But for the most part, he's been doing 100% good. I mean, this is not pre-made salt water. I mixed this up. I used the Coralife solution. I use their salt, and I'm testing out for the first time tap water. I am not doing any corals for this tank or anemones, as I know they need a little bit more mature water. I do have the supplies necessary. I have ran a coral tank in the past, but I'm not sure how high of a success rate I'm going to have with tap water being involved. I do tap water, condition it with prime, add in the salt solution. As for right now, the fish is doing 100% fine. As you can see, no ick, no signs of stress, eating perfectly fine. But let's get into the facts of this fish. So let's just talk about the uniqueness of this fish. This fish has an amazing pattern. I work at a pet store. First day I saw this guy come in, I knew I wanted one, but I was not ready yet. I had a reef tank, and I wasn't sure how much I wanted to risk having this fish eat my corals. I had zoanthid, stuff like that at the moment. I knew that this guy would probably devour them. They are reef safe with caution, but I am not one to try that risk. But besides that, he is an excellent fish. I've had him for the past 3 days. First day I did not feed him. Obviously, I do not want a stressed out fish firstly acclimating, already eating. It could cause underlying issues, digestion issues, so I skipped off of the first day. Like I said, yesterday I introduced him with flakes. The third day, which is today, I fed him mysis, which he absolutely devoured. He's been doing great for the most part. I've checked my parameters, everything's perfectly fine. I want to introduce 2 clown fish to this tank. Not quite sure on which ones. Might do black or black ice storms. Not quite too sure. Like I said earlier, not too sure on the storms, because if something goes wrong there, that is a pretty big dent on my wallet. But overall, would I recommend this fish to a beginner? I 100% would. I have seen this fish come and go at our store. They have always done fine. They have always eaten anything we've given them. This guy, like I said, he's been here 3 days. He's doing phenomenal. He's doing absolutely amazing. And the size they grow to. If you love pufferfish, you know that half, if not majority, of these pufferfish are getting 12 inches or more. Also, the prices go up, But this guy, he only stays around 4 inches. So right now I have him in a 29 gallon. It should be suitable for life, hopefully. I will be doing some tests down the road in future videos. I will be adding zoanthids to this to this aquarium. I will be adding zoanthids. I will be adding maybe mushrooms. There's this one blasto I have my eyes on. I might add it here. I'm gonna see how safe the Valentini puffer is. People are always saying reef safe with caution. Well, how about let's test that? Let's put that to the test, which is what I'll do. I'll put my wallet to the test, and if it eats the zoanthids, well, so be it. You guys will be informed, and in case you want to put yours in a reef tank, you'll see exactly what it eats, what it doesn't eat. I'll put a whole bunch of different corals, obviously appropriate to the wattage of light that I have, obviously appropriate to the water parameters I have, but just something to test out with the puffer fish. But as I said, this fish is, the biggest pro of it is its size. It does not get nearly those 12 inches. It stays 4 inches in length. This is a 29 gallon. He should be suitable in here. That is the biggest pro by far. He is highly active. Right now he's hiding behind the rock. I'm not sure if he's camera shy. There he is. But he has been swimming around. When food hits the tank, he goes immediately. When I come up to the tank, he immediately searches around, see if there is any food. But he has been amazing. And if you guys want to know the exact things I am using, I am testing out, firstly, I'm using the Agrion 29 filter kit. This is some live rock, purple live rock to be exact. I use Coral Life salt, and like I said, tap water, a little bit of prime. I'm using Seachem Stability, I'm using a whole bunch of other Seachem products. I'm about to inject Fusion 1, Fusion 2, get this tank ready for some corals so we can do the tests on it. And as for my lighting, I am using a Nicru Hyper Reef. I believe it is 100. Gen 1. It has done phenomenal in my reef tanks, my zoanthids, everything in my coral tanks loved it. That's why I'm using it now. Right now it's at its lowest setting. The lowest setting of whites, the lowest setting of blues. I do not want to cause no algae growth, but I will have to ramp that up a little bit as I do introduce the corals to the tank. But for the most part, this Nicru, if you could see the whole, like how much it covers, it does a pretty good job. Like I said, it's at its lowest setting of whites, lowest setting of blues. If you want, I could do a par test, see how much you get. Since this is a pretty deep tank, this is a 29 high. So we will see how good it does. The previous reef tank I've had it in was a 14. I grew all sorts of stuff. I had torches, zoas, had mushrooms, Kenny trees, a whole bunch of other stuff I forgot the name about. I had taken that tank down a couple months ago. Unfortunately, due to a problem I had, it actually ended up flooding the room, but took all I just by emergency, took everything out. I didn't really have the time to take care of it, so I sold the corals, and ever since I've missed it, so we have brought this guy back. But for now, it will be an only fish tank, but I will be introducing, like I said, corals as I do go. See exactly how reef safe this guy is. I am feeding him pretty constantly. I'm doing mysis shrimp. Tomorrow I will do flakes and mysis shrimp. Like I said, I will do my research, see what else it could eat. I'm not sure how much on the ghost shrimp I could do. Maybe it's not even on the list. I know I did it for my lionfish. I want to add a dwarf fuzzy into here, but I think I might have to move that guy up to a 75 gallon once it is bigger. And speaking of 75 gallon, here is my 75 gallon. It is a planted aquarium. I have 2 big pieces of driftwood and another one in the back. You can't really see it. Those 2 are overlaying, making a bridge. The plants, the only one I know the name of is hornwort. I know everything else is doing exceptionally well. The hornwort I have had to snip so many times. That piece over there was never even there to begin with. It was a snippet off of this, and between 3 days ago and now, it's grown that big, so it's getting really out of control. But I do not mind snipping some more. I just got a couple tetras, angelfish, discus in there, all just really getting along, some cory cats. But for the most part, it's been doing really good. So that is the freshwater side of things. I do have an axolotl elsewhere, and a couple of African cichlids that I'm housing, and I'm keeping them in quarantine at the moment. But here is a look into my freshwater side. But back to the main attraction, the saltwater, the Valentini puffer. One thing I did not mention, I'm using the green killing machine on to your right, if you can see it. It is just a UV sterilizer filter. I say it does a pretty good job. It's done a pretty good job in fresh. I'm trying it out in salt, and it's doing, obviously, if you could look at the water, it's doing exceptionally well. But I'm doing the hang on the back. I will be buying a canister filter for this. I'm thinking of doing a Fluval 307, something a little bit higher in flow, something a little bit more gallons per hour. That way, you know, we reduce as much nitrates. We take care of this tank as best as we can. So we will be getting that soon. Hopefully in the next week or so. But as I said, we will be introducing corals to this tank. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. It was my first video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it was some helpful information for you guys, and hope to catch you in the next one. We'll be doing a whole bunch of informative videos. I love doing tests. Like, I love, people say, oh, you can't mix this fish with this fish, you can't do this with this fish. I am the channel that will tell you, that will show you if it works or not. If we fail, we fail. If it's a success, then we'll be able to see it. I've seen so many people say that it is reef safe with caution. Well, it's time to put that to the test. So if you stay tuned with me, we'll keep on posting videos. I am hoping daily for now. Hopefully it gets to every other day, because I do not have that many tanks to be posting every day. But something to start off with. Here's the Valentini puffer. I will be making a video of when we do get the clownfish. The clownfish will be before the coral. And yeah, see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching. If you stayed this long, please subscribe, help the algorithm, and thank you for enjoying my content. Hopefully I will be seeing you guys soon. Have a good day.